Okay, continuing Unit 7 with triangle proportionality theorem. And when we do this, we have two lines that are going to be parallel. So right here, we see those parallel markers. So if we see that, we can say if DE is parallel to AC, then we can build ratios. We can say BD, the top of the left side, and the bottom of the left side, DA, is equal to the top and bottom of the right. So BE over EC in this case. And then later on in our notes, we're going to do it backwards, where that if we do build as proportions and they are proportional, then we do have parallel lines. What's that? D is parallel to AC. So first on this front page, we're going to focus on that top half, and then on the back of this page, we're going to focus on the bottom half of that. So first we're going to find the value of x, given that we do have parallel lines. So again, we just take the top and bottom of one side, for example, 12 and 14 is equal to the top and bottom of the other side. And just like we've been doing, we're going to cross multiply. So those two are going to multiply and make a 12x. And then those two are going to multiply. Whoa, what happened there? Had a bit of a freak out there. Oh. Let's do that all over again, right? Technical difficulties. 12 over 14. 15 over x. So 12x equals... was that 14 times 15 is 210. And then you're going to divide to solve. 210 divided by 12 is 17.5. Okay. And honestly, this was just a repetition thing, so we're going to go on to number 2. Top and bottom of one side, so x over 18 equals top and bottom of the other side. And again, cross multiply, 21x is equal to 1008. X will then equal 48. Now we're noticing we're not given both parts. For example, in 3 and 4, we're given one part and the whole side. So we would first have to subtract and then get that other part, because it is part by part. We can't use whole. So x over 36 equals, in this case, 10 over 45, okay? Cross multiply, we get 45x equals 360. Divide by 45, and x equals 8. Same thing in number 4 right here. We have the whole side and we have part of the side. So 27 minus 6 is equal to 21. So I'm going to put a 21 there. And now you can build your two fractions. X over 7 is equal to 21 over 6. And notice if I'm doing the top of the picture, or like right here on top, then that same part of that picture has to go on top of the next fraction. Please pay attention to that. Cross multiply again, 6x is equal to 147. Divide to solve, you should get x equals 24. Okay, in these last set of examples, now we have more than just x. Well, one thing, it's x, in this case, x plus 7. Still treat it the same way. 30 over x plus 7 is equal to 25 over 15. Still cross multiply. But when you cross multiply, for example, this 25, it has to distribute to both things. So it is 25x plus 7 is equal to 30 times 15, which is 450. So make sure we do distributive property. 25x plus 175 is equal to 450. when you subtract the 175 over, you should get 275. Divide by 25, and x should be 11. And let's try it one more time. Starting with the left, 6 over 21 is equal to what's on top, x minus 1, over what's on bottom, 3x plus 1. So this is 6, 3x plus 1, 21, x minus 1. So make sure you are distributing all the things. So on the left side, that 6 gets distributed, makes an 18x plus 6. On the right, the 21 is distributed, 21x minus 21. Always move your smaller variable, help yourself out. So you get 3x minus 21. And then that means you're moving your constant to the other side. So you'll have 27. Oh my god, no, 31 is 3x. My bad. Divide both sides by 3, and x equals 9. Okay. Pretty straightforward stuff. That's the solving for x part. When we go over to the back, this is what I told you. We have to decide if we have parallel lines for 7, 8, and 9. So you're going to do the same thing you've been doing. Build your fractions, even though you don't have an x. So 11 over 15.4 is equal to 10 over 14. And still cross multiply. What is that? 15.4 times 10 is 154. And then 11 times 14. If you put that in your calculator, you should get 154. So yes, these are parallel. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, goodness. 15 over 4 is equal to 18 over 5, right? And cross multiply. 15 times 5, let's see here, we used purple, is 75. And doing the other side, 18 times 4 in blue should get us 72. So in this case, these are not equal, so this is a no. Okay. What am I doing? Last one. Before we can build our fractions, I see what we saw on the last page. I have to do that 54 minus, what's that, 24, and get 30. So there's that missing part. So 30 over 24, is it equal to 37.5 over 30? Okay. When we multiply that blue diagonal, we should get 900. And then go the other way in purple. 30 times 30 is also, not 300, 900. So yes, these are parallel. Okay. Next part we're going to move on to is we're going to add a third parallel line. So in this case, we have AB on top, CD in the middle, EF on the bottom. So if those are all parallel to each other, AB being parallel to CD, which is parallel also to EF, we could still do the same thing we've been doing. We can build the two fractions. So the AC over, was that CE, is equal to BD over DE. Or sorry, DF. My apologies. So let's give it a try. Just keep building your fractions, nothing new. 45 over 18 equals 52 over x. So we get 45x is equal to 936. Divide, and we get 20.8. There you go, you found x. Keep it going. 12 over 30 is equal to 14 over x. Cross multiply, 12x equals 420. Divide as x is equal to 35. Now these middle questions are just like the middle questions from the last page. We need to do, in this case, 32 minus 18 to get that missing part of the line. So that's 14. Now that we have all like small components, we can build the fractions. And it works if you go, because I've been going like this guy over this guy, right, in number 10. You can go in any order as long as you copy what you've been doing. So I can do 27 over x equals 18 over 14. Or you can have done x over 27 equals 14 over 18. It does not matter. Cross multiply, 18x equals 378. So x will equal 21 when you divide. In number 13, don't forget to subtract those two sides first because you have to have the two small parts. So 92 minus 28 is equal to 64. Now that you have the small parts, you can do it. And like I said, I've been doing top to bottom, so let's build it upside down this time. So let's do 64 over 28 is equal to x over 31.5. You're going to get 28x is equal to 2016. So x is equal to 72. And if you built it top over bottom equals top over bottom, you should have gotten the same answer. And the last two, now x is no longer by itself. It has something with it, but it is the same concept. So 24 over 18 is equal to 3x plus 1 over 12. Okay, what is this? 12 times 24 is 288. And this one I want to write out so you can see what I'm talking about, because you have distributive property. So 288 is equal to 54x plus 18. Subtract 18 from both sides, you should get 270 equals 54x. And when you divide, x equals 5. Last but not least, 2x plus 2 all over 21, x plus 3 all over 12. So this one is 12 times 2x plus 2, and then 21 times x plus 3. So make sure you're distributing on each side. So 24x plus 24 is equal to 21x plus 63. Okay, moving your smaller variable first. So you get, what's wrong? 3x plus 24 is equal to 63. That means 3x is equal to 39. So x equals 13. Okay, that was a lot of notes. Let me know if you have any questions before we move on.